Have you ever walked into a room and suddenly felt like everyone was staring at you? It feels so real. Maybe you think people notice every mistake you make, every awkward step. Your mind starts imagining invisible spotlights following you everywhere. But most people aren't thinking about you nearly as much as you think. So why does your brain keep telling you that everyone is watching? Today you'll discover the psychology behind this feeling and how to stop letting it control your life. Imagine walking into a meeting. Before anyone even speaks, your heart starts racing. You wonder if everyone noticed your clothes, your face, even the way you walked in. Meanwhile, everyone else is busy thinking about their own presentation, their own mistakes, and their own worries. Psychologists call this the spotlight effect. Your brain feels like a spotlight is shining on you all the time. But here's the funny part. Everyone else thinks the spotlight is shining on them too. We're all the main character in our own story. That means other people are usually too busy thinking about themselves to analyze you. Quick question. Can you remember what the stranger at the grocery store wore yesterday? Probably not. And that's exactly how other people remember you most of the time. Let's say you accidentally drop your books in public. It feels like everyone will remember it forever. But most people forget about it within minutes because their own lives quickly take over. And that's the first secret to feeling more confident. The spotlight you feel is mostly inside your own mind, but that's only the beginning. Many years ago, humans survived by living in groups. Being accepted wasn't just nice, it was necessary. If you were rejected by your group, survival became much harder. Your brain learned to pay close attention to what others might think. Today, we don't usually face those dangers, but our brains still react as if social rejection is a serious threat. That's why even a small social moment, like posting online or speaking in class, can feel much bigger than it really is. Have you ever wanted to ask a question but stayed silent because everyone might judge you? Your imagination creates a crowd of critics. But the reality is that most people are focused on understanding the lesson themselves. The fear comes from your prediction, not from what is actually happening. Let's test your brain for a second. How many strangers from yesterday can you clearly remember? Probably only a few. That's because your brain naturally filters out most people you meet. And guess what? Everyone else's brain works almost the same way. We naturally exaggerate how important we appear in other people's minds. Once you recognize this mental illusion, it begins to lose its power. A useful habit is asking yourself, what are the facts? And what story is my mind creating? The facts are usually much smaller than the fears your imagination creates. Taking one slow breath gives your brain a chance to separate reality from anxiety. Everyone has their own destination, their own worries, and their own life to think about. So how do you stop worrying about being watched? The first step is noticing when your mind starts making assumptions instead of observing facts. Whenever you think, everyone is judging me, ask yourself one simple question. What evidence do I actually have? Most of the time, you'll discover there isn't much evidence at all. Next, slow your body down. A calm body sends a calm message back to your brain. Then, try this experiment. Walk into a room and simply observe what other people are actually doing. You'll quickly notice that almost everyone is focused on themselves. Confidence grows through action, not by waiting until fear disappears. Start with tiny challenges. Say hello to someone. Ask one question. Smile first. Every small success teaches your brain that social situations are safer than you imagined. What if nobody is judging you? Because they're busy worrying about themselves? Imagine everyone carrying their own invisible spotlight. Suddenly, it makes sense why nobody notices yours. Real confidence isn't believing everyone likes you. It's knowing you'll be okay even if they don't. When you stop chasing everyone's approval, you finally become free to be yourself. Little by little, your brain learns to let go of unnecessary worries. And one day, you'll realize you walked into a room without thinking about being watched at all. That doesn't mean you've become perfect. It means you've become present. Remember, your brain evolved to protect you, not to perfectly predict reality. The spotlight effect feels real, but being able to understand it gives you the power to move beyond it.